they lived happily ever after.
The way we did it was more interesting because I think that's exactly what Peter was. That's what his intention was. Is that, you know, you can be watching. If I typed into YouTube, I could be watching their wedding right now. You know, it's very accessible. Everyone knows it. It's very well documented. So really, why would we bother showing it? Because it wouldn't be telling a story. It wouldn't be adding anything to the story that we were telling. And I think actually by doing it, by showing the rehearsal, there was more for us to play with there. We could see the dynamics at play, you know, leading up to the wedding, which is really what the episode was focusing on.
The prince and princess on their wedding day.
I really enjoyed playing the sympathetic side, partly because when it comes out, you get all these people going, "You poor thing," and that must have been awful, and that feels great. And so I suppose the downside to playing the darker side is that I might get lots of people saying, terrible man, terrible man. But actually, I think it is, look, Peter always writes both sides of the argument. He's very balanced. As you said, that part of the reason we have a sympathetic Charles in season 3 and season 2, actually, the young Charles, is so that when we come to these years, we understand that both Diana and Charles are deeply flawed, as we all are. And all Peter Morgan does is present empathy on both sides, I suppose, if that makes sense. So I definitely enjoy playing the sort of darker side, but hopefully people will understand why.
There were definitely periods during, working with the voice where I was being encouraged in order to get the voice out of me and to get more comfortable with it, where I was being encouraged to go over the top, you know, and then one can start to kind of peel back from there. And there were certainly times during, you know, movement stuff where the physicality was over the top, and it was like, okay, let's just pull that back a little bit. That's feeling a little, pumping my arm just a little bit too much, or whatever it was. So, you know, and there's a chance that all of that, you know, ends up in there somewhere in bits and spurts anyway, but the goal is to make it a bit more subtle and organic, I guess.
Of arrival, but the place where the adventure really begins.